choice Mayview Field for this afternoon's contest between the Bethel Park Blackhawks and the Upper St. Clair Panthers. This will be a battle for the third place spot in Section 4 of Quad A. I'm joined by Steve Kubitz. I'm Josh Roundtree. Just waiting here for the start of this game as you hear the Upper St. Clair dugout to our left here get fired up. We're right up behind home plate here, Steve, and I bring Steve in now as you get a look at Upper St. Clair coming out on the field. Steve, let's just run through a little bit of records and how the standings look right now. Obviously, in Section 4, in every section really in Quad A, the top 3 teams in the section make the playoffs. So run through the standings real quick right now, and we'll see where these two teams are standing.
Right now, you got number 1 at 6-1 and a 12-2 record overall. Peter Township, right now dominating. It seems like their closest competition is Mount Lebanon, with a 6-run district record and an overall 11-3 mark. Third place for that final playoff spot is Baldwin, 4-3, 8-3 overall. Right behind them, there's Bethel, 2-5, right on their trails, trying to get that last playoff spot. And then Connor Mack, 2-5 behind them, obviously also there trying to get that last playoff spot. Bringing up the rear right now, the USC, the 1-6. Still have a legit shot, though. It's still anyone's game. This game is vital today.
Right, as Steve said, a very important game with Connor Mack right in front of USC, and then Bethel right in front of them. Bethel, this game, extremely important for the Blackhawks from Bethel Park, as they're just, a game out, or 2 games out right now of that final playoff spot in Section 4. So this is a big game for both teams. But we're about to get started here. Bethel Park, of course, the road team will bat first. Both teams in black uniforms. Bethel with the orange and white trim. Upper St. Clair with the red and white trim on their black uniforms. First pitch in, taken for a strike. This batter for Bethel Park, Carly Schoenstein. Carly plays shortstop. Wears number 33. The pitcher on the mound today for Upper St. Clair, Maddie Janoski, is lined up to the shortstop, throws it on over to first and retires Schoenstein for the first out.
Very good form on that one, Josh. Textbook.
Absolutely, Mr. Kubitz. Just a nice hit up the middle, but a good job by Upper St. Clair's shortstop, Allison Berner. Burned her way on over. No pun intended. Complete pun intended on that.
I like the pun.
Second pitch in.
Nice little bunt attempt there.
So that first one went 6-3. Score that. Keeping score at home.
Which we encourage, I think. I think that's actually a very good way to watch a ball game.
No scoreboard on right now in center field, so we're going to have to keep track on our own here. It's 1-1 now.
Which, with our fine education at Point Break University, we can do. Mathematics. It's important.
Not a math major, but we'll see. Third pitch in here, excuse me. It's fouled down the first base line. Over to our camera crew.
Looks like I almost need a new camera with that one.
Lined on down, and that'll make it the count 1-2. You can hear picking up the USC dugout to our left, giving some instructions out. Way ahead is the pitcher. Brought in. That is taken for a called strike 3. Looking.
That was a great pitch right there, I will tell you what.
Really nice. A little bit of off speed right there by Janoski, and she rung her up. Set her down looking. So that'll be 2 away here. Good start for this game for the Panthers. So now looking to set the top of the lineup for Bethel Park. Down 1-2-3. First pitch in. Slapped into the ground. Janoski plays it on over, and she is safe at first. A close play down at first base.
Good hustle down the line right there.
That was Caitlin Bruss, the batter.
Very good hustle right there.
Also the catcher, yeah, and you notice a lot of times with catchers in baseball and softball, a lot of times catchers are the speediest players on the team, especially at the high school level, and some of the best pitchers, or excuse me, some of the best runners. And as I say that, she's actually getting a pinch runner now, a courtesy runner, trying to get a number on the courtesy runner over there. I believe that's Lauren Schaefer, number 26, who will come in a courtesy run for Caitlin Brust, who gets we'll credit her with an infield single to start this game. in the top of the second. Score tied 1-1. Upper
First pitch was a
St. Clair
ball.
And Bethel
First
Park
pitch in
comes
for a
off
ball.
along with Steve Kubitz. Another bunt laid down, and they say that
Here,
was foul.
very,
I believe the ball
very vocal dugout to our left here in Upper St. Clair. That one taken outside. Going down for second. That was Schaefer who stole second right there. Not a very accurate throw. Down, and so Schaefer will get second.
Got a very good jump on that.
She did. She got a great jump on that. Even a perfect throw. Even a perfect throw by the catcher, who is Mary Kay Horn today from Upper St. Clair. I don't think would have got her. That's taken in for a strike. As Schaefer gets a big lead. You can see automatically why Schaefer, they use her as that courtesy runner, Steve. At the high school level, for those of you who don't know, in baseball and softball, the pitcher and catcher can be exchanged for a courtesy runner. It's a fly ball to left center, and it's dropped. Right center, and it drops, and a run will score. We're going to have to rule that an error, an E9 right there.
And now Bethel Park leads your USC Panthers 1-0. I know it looks like the sun maybe got in their eyes.
Going to have to rule that E9, Steve. Came over to make the play. Confusion between the center fielder and right fielder, and the ball dropped in. That one also taken out to right center, and it will fall in off the glove. And the runner will advance down to third. I believe that's Karen Powers on the base pass right there, who moves down. What do you think? You rule that an error or a hit?
I would rule that an error. That's something you should have. I mean, it's.
So we're going to rule that.
It happens.
An E4.
If you're USC, you got to put that behind you. It happened. Get out of this inning.
Exactly. And Powers moves down to third base.
Very good base running there, right there.
Absolutely, and this will bring in Lexi Parinella. First pitch taken in for a strike.
Just beat out that throw. Nice job by Barr right there.
And right now, it looks like they're struggling, and hopefully got to keep that out of their head. Can't let it get to them.
Exactly.
That's vital.
And kind of disappointing here because Upper St. Clair did get off to such a good start, retiring the first two batters, and then it all kind of came undone with the base hit and then two errors in a row to make this a 1-0 game and have a runner on the corners right now. But a big time chance here to get out of the inning. Pitch brought in, that'll be swung and a miss for strike two.
Also stolen base in the play.
Yes. We'll credit.
But without a throw, no attempt to try to get her.
Yeah, we'll attempt, credit Caitlin Brust with a stolen base after her base hit, even though it was her courtesy runner. And that is taken for a called strike three, so nice job to recover there by Maddie Janoski.
Limiting the damage to one run.
Absolutely. With runners on first and third, that is very important to get out of the inning. No more damage done. So after a half inning, it's 1-0. Running down just that inning very quickly. We had one run on only one hit. We had two errors and then two left on base. 1-0.
But overall, I thought good recovery by USC.
Yeah, absolutely. And Janoski, I thought did a nice job to
pitch her way out of that inning.
Yeah, absolutely. To pitch her way out of the inning, and that's exactly what you want from your starting pitcher, Maddie Janoski. Only in 10th grade, she wears number 58, but only a 10th grader. Still, and you just go over and look at this Upper St. Clair team. The Panthers are just very, very young. They only have one senior on the whole team, and she actually isn't even in the starting lineup today. So just a very young team. You have to imagine all their starters are going to be back next year. You have 4 freshmen on this team, and you have a handful of sophomores, a handful of juniors, and then only one senior on this team. So while things haven't been going amazingly well with this team, they have already been playing better than they did last year. Has Upper St. Clair, and they're still very, very young, and they're only going to improve as those players get more experience. But we head now to the bottom of the first. First batter will be Ashley Ames. Ashley, left-handed batter, fakes a bunt. Actually tipped her bat. Very windy day, if you can pick that up in the mics, I'm not sure. But pretty windy up here at Boyce Mayview Field. Beautiful new facility up here. As that is slapped down to, and she's going to get the base. A nice slap play right there by Ashley Ames.
Another Park has to cover first in that play. They did not cover first.
Yeah, it was slapped down to the second baseman, and the first baseman came off the play as well for Bethel Park.
That's Ashley Ames with a base hit, right?
Yeah, you got to credit her with a base hit. Just nice placement on the infield hit.
Her favorite class is American history, by the way.
Steve with a clipboard full of interests for the Upper St. Clair softball team. That one is bunted foul. Upper St. Clair just trying to play a little bit of a small ball game right here. Just doing some slap hits and some bunts, just trying to advance the runners, get some runners on, then get their power, some power players in here. This is Karis Rooney, though. Karis playing center field. She shows bunt again, lays a nice bunt down. That'll be thrown on to first.
Absolutely perfect form.
Great throw right there across to get Rooney at first, but you know, she moves the runner. That's exactly what they wanted. And that one is going to be recorded as
sacrifice.
A 5-3. That will advance Ames, though, 2 seconds. So a nice start here. Stepping in is number 20, Allison Berner. We saw make a nice play at shortstop earlier in the top half of this inning. Berner now showing, but again, USC just going with the small ball approach as she fakes the bunt and pulls back and swings. That'll be taken for a strike. Getting a healthy lead as Ames off of second base.
Well, base hit pretty much scores her with the way she's trying to lead.
Small park here, though. That one's fouled off into the cage over to our right here. Small park, though, here, fairly small, but one interesting thing that you don't see in a whole lot of parks is the dimensions are all completely symmetrical. It's 225 to left, 225 to center, 225 to right. So it is an equal distance all the way around, which you see very, very occasionally in softball fields. That one is popped to right, and it will be pulled in by the right fielder, Sammy Wozniak, for Bethel Park. So record that one as a fly ball out that does not advance the runner.
But overall, good at bat, I thought. I mean, saw some pitches.
Yeah, she fought off a few pitches there, fouled a couple of them off, kept herself alive there. On the mound, by the way, for Bethel Park is Paula Valdecera. Paula actually batting in the 5th spot. Pulls back, will be fouled off. This is the catcher, Mary Kate Horn. Mary Kay made a couple of nice plays behind the plate. Showing bunt. Having some technical difficulties right now with Steve's headset. Hope to get him back on board here in a minute. Make sure all the wires are plugged in correctly. Horn shows bunt again. The runner doesn't advance. She stays where she is. Short base pass, though, in high school softball. That leads to potential for a lot of stolen bases, especially if some quick runners out there. That one is floated into shallow right, and it will drop. And that is going to score a run all the way from second. The ball gets past the catcher, and Horn will move on to second base. So rule that a single for Horn. Then she advanced to second, and she will also get credited with an RBI on that as Ames came around to score, and that'll tie up the game 1-1. So nice job right there by Horn. She had a good at bat there. She fought off a bunch of pitches, and then she just kind of flopped that one into shallow right, and it dropped. First pitch taken in for a strike by Becca Stage.
Hello? I'm back. I'm back, folks.
Steve is back.
I fixed the problem with my foot.
0-1.
I just want to say it was a beautiful, really good base running, I thought, overall in that scoring play.
Yeah, it's a great point. Ashley Ames was on second. She saw the ball drop in, and there was no mistake about it. She was getting waved around. Jen Wagner, the head coach of Upper St. Clair, also the third base coach here, which you see a lot in high school. The head coach will be that third base coach. That is taken for a strike 3, so she sets her down 0-3. But a good inning, I thought, for Upper St. Clair. They got a run.
The important thing is they battled back. They did not let the last inning get to them, and now we're back to even.
Absolutely. So a nice job there by Bethel Park to even this up. Looking through the inning here, we had 1 run on 2 hits. So the wind really starts to pick up here. No errors. And I believe we have 1 left on base. Is that correct?
Yes, we did.
And
One left on second.
1, and then Horn was left on second.
One thing, this wind, though, could play a very powerful part in outfield plays.
Well, yeah, and the wind, just from trying to look for actually a flag here. You see a flag over to the left. Nice, big, beautiful American flag over in left field foul grounds. Blowing from left to right if you're looking from home plate out, from behind the plate out, but also blowing out as well. So kind of some swirling winds a little bit, but hey, you know what? If you can get a hold of a pitch, it could float a little bit. You can see some balls. I don't know if you're going to see a whole lot of balls going out of the park today, but you will definitely see some good shots deep to the wall. I have a feeling with that wind swirling.
Big wind. It's a big windstorm right now, folks.
I feel like the wind is taking over the broadcast duties right now for us.
It's like Twister, and I'm Helen Hunt.
You did not just make a Helen Hunt reference.
I did.
First batter, Sammy Wozniak. I'm just cutting you off right there. Wozniak plays right field. She just tracked down that ball just a second ago.
Always seems how it is. Make a great play in the outfield. You lead off the inning.
Wozniak looks in, fouls that one off up behind us. Watch out, Steve. Watch out. They're coming back this way.
Apparently, they're not Helen Hunt fans.
Apparently, Bethel Park has never heard of the movie Twister.
A little before their time.
Wozniak looks on. Ball a little bit high.
But overall, she gets some good velocity on her fastball, looks like, so far today.
Yeah, nice little rising pitch she has there, does Maddie Janoski.
Who actually wants to go to Ohio State or Boston College when she gets out of high school.
Big plans. 2 very good schools.
And apparently she loves crab cake, which she doesn't, though.
She might want to go to Boston College then. That's taken a little bit high for a ball.
Right.
Probably better crab cakes in Boston than in Ohio.
Oh, I'd say so. I mean, plus, Boston College. You get an good ACC school.
Yeah, it's a good Big Ten school. That one taken in. That'll be a walk.
She doesn't like to run, but right now her pitches are kind of running up a little bit. See what I did there?
Stop making jokes. First, Helen Hunt. Stepping in will be Elena Schwartzwelder. Elena with the most complicated name of the day, that's for sure.
Well, looking for a bunt on that play. Just missed it.
She did try to set down the bunt there. It's actually getting a little chilly up here on top of the hill here at Boyce Mayview Field. Again, though, a beautiful facility up here, a nice baseball field back behind us. As Schwartzwedel shows bunt back to the pitcher, will throw on to first, a little bit high.
But they
do get it down.
They were ready for it.
Yeah, and they knew the bunt was coming, but a nice job by Janoski to play the ball and throw it on over to first. Get that first up, but the runner does advance. That's Wozniak now moves to second. 1 away here in the top of the second. Score tied 1-1, Upper St. Clair and Bethel Park. I'm Josh Roundtree along with Steve Kubitz. Another bunt laid down, and they say that was fouled. I believe the ball actually hit the ground and then it came up and hit the bat again. That was the call there. Not a play you see a whole lot.
Not really. But you know what? USC, they're ready for it. They know a bunt's coming now.
Right, and both teams really, I think with the wind especially, trying to play a whole lot of small ball right now. You see that a lot at the high school level, just trying to play small ball, just advance the runners, try to rely on some errors by the other team. It's really what it comes down to a lot. And both teams have actually played that kind of game pretty well so far, as they both scored a run in the first inning.
Right now is basically the winner. This game's going to be decided by defense. Who can make the best defense? Who can have the best
absolutely.
defense?
Sarah Barr at bat.
A little low on that one.
Big lead off a second for Sammy Wozniak, right fielder. Sarah Barr has been playing left field so far today. Janoski's delivery, taken high for another ball.
Right now, the pitching a little wild at the moment. Everything seems to be trailing off on her.
Looking, yeah, I agree with you. Good control early on. Then it kind of faltered. She got it back. Now she's walked a couple of batters as Barr will move on down to first. So runners at first and second, one away here.
Maybe you need to get some off-speed stuff right now. Try to get your form back, your control.
Right, absolutely. Just looking over to our left here, it was a beautiful day for baseball, but the wind has picked up.
And a good day for softball.
And a good day for softball as well. I should probably know what sport I'm doing before I come and talk about it.
Up.
That one lined up the middle. She's going to throw it on over second. She beat her out.
Some good base running by Bethel Park right there.
Yeah, Sarah Barr on the base pass just beat out that throw. Nice job by Barr right there to beat that out. And Panthers just a little bit slow with that throw on over to second.
And now the bases are full of Bethel, as they say.
Who says that?
I'm just referencing some old Pirate announcers.
So nice job by Schoenstein there, who we'll credit with.
I get an infield single.
Yep. And this stepping in is Julie Kalaji.
Not something you see very often, a bunt with the bases loaded. Kind of a risky move.
Kind of a little bit of a squeeze play here.
Maybe trying to catch him sleeping.
Absolutely. A lot of times, too, try to fake that bunt as well, trying to get everybody off guard and then try to slap it over them. Taking it for a ball. We don't have that scoreboard up in right center, but I believe it's a 1-1 count. I could be completely and totally wrong.
No, it is 1-1. Oh.
High and outside, that'll make it 2-1, according to Steve Hewitts.
On it right now, he seemed to maybe go some off-speed stuff. Her fastball seems to be rising on her.
Yeah, her fastball is getting a little bit up out of the zone, is Janoski's. You know Jen Wagner, 6th year now, head coach of Upper St. Clair. Girls softball is Jen Wagner. That's a good pitch in there for a strike.
Right now, if you're USC, you pretty much got to hope for a double play of some kind. That's pretty much what you know how to do. You can see if there's 1 out or 0 outs.
Pitch in. That's lined up to the second baseman, who will go home with it, and she got her at home.
That's smart. Great play. Great play by USC right there.
Nice choice right there to get the runner at home. That was the second baseman. So score that one. An interesting 4-2 put out to get the runner. Everybody will advance, but the score does remain tied. So Brust reaches on a fielder's choice.
But now you can get out of the inning.
Stepping in is number 20, Caitlin Brust. So excuse me, that was Kalaji who reached on a fielder's choice. And we're going to get time here by Jen Wagner, who's going to come out and chat a little with her pitcher, Maddie Janoski. Bases loaded here. Pretty important little situation with 2 outs.
I mean, you got to think right now she's just asking her if her arm's all right. I mean.
Yeah, and also just, giving some instructions. You don't want, you want to keep the ball down in the zone. You don't want to put anything up because she does. You have Brust up now who got a base hit earlier and then stole a base, good base runner. You don't want her to get under a ball and have it send it into the gap, because a gap ball right now probably, I think without question, the way this wind is carrying, is going to score at least 3 runs.
That probably clears the bases entirely.
Yeah, so you don't want Brust to get a hold of one here, and she is their 3-spot hitter. So that pitch in, that's a nice pitch down to the zone, and that'll be taken for a strike on Brust.
Right on the corner, very good placement on that pitch.
So we started to see with Janoski, like we said, sophomore, just a young pitcher, and young pitchers do tend to lose a little bit of control, and that one is hammered to left center. Center fielder under it, though, and will make the catch in the outfield. Good job getting out of the inning. That was Karis Rooney in center field with the catch, but a nice job there by Upper St. Clair to get themselves out of the jam with the bases juiced.
Gotta give him credit, though. No run scores. Game still 1-1. I mean, getting out of that inning, it looked bad for him when the bases were loaded.
Absolutely. Nice job there by Janoski to kind of gather herself and, just go out and get the last 2. So score that one. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 3 left on base for Bethel Park.
So far, for a young pitcher.
And so far through the first 2 innings, Bethel Park has left 5 runners on base through the first 2. That's not what you want if you're a member of the Blackhawks team. You don't want to leave 5 runners on through only the first 2 innings.
But on the one side, they are getting base runners, which is,
that's encouraging. Absolutely.
Also, if we look at it, you're getting people on base. Eventually, you're going to hope for that big hit.
Batters coming, batters coming up here. The next 3 batters for Upper St. Clair to start the bottom of the second. Steph Ross, Rachel Hast, Krista Gailey. who are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hitters, I believe. No, 6, 7, 8 hitters. See, I can't count. 6, 7, 8 hitters for the Panthers, who are looking to get a little bit of a rally going here. First pitch in, take a nice pitch there.
Stephanie Ross,
big cut.
who loves Nate McLeod. That's why she wears number 13.
Really?
She loves Nate McLeod. It's her favorite athlete, favorite celebrity. Apparently, she thinks he's beautiful.
All right. Just like you, Mr. Cubits.
Thank you very much, Mr. Roundtree.
This one popped over into, ooh, watch out. It popped on over into the Bethel Park dugout, hits the roof over the dugout, and will roll foul. Remember when I was here last year covering the game, big hill down to the right. We had a lot of balls fouled off to the right side last time. A lot of balls rolled down that hill last game I was at.
You hate to see that. You really do. And
you know someone's chasing them later.
Yeah, exactly. And also, with Stephanie Ross, her favorite junk food is Cheez-Its. I've actually always preferred cheese nips, but that's just me. She is battling right now, though. She is battling.
She is.
Much like her idol, Nate McLeod, always battling.
If you say so.
He had a 13-pitch at bat the other night for Atlanta.
You know way too much about former Pirates.
I like to keep track. I like to keep tabs on people.
There's too many of them. That one fouled off again, though, so nice job here by Steph Ross. Hanging in there. Just fouled a couple of pitches off to the right now. Fouled one back into the cage. She's still down 0-2?
Yes, it is. She has not taken a ball yet.
Pitch in. That another fouled off into the backstop. So encouraging at bat here for Steph Ross.
Which is good because not only does it, hopefully give you a base runner, but it tires up the pitcher a little bit.
It does. Get those pitch counts up. Pitched low in the zone, but fouled off again by Ross.
I think that was her almost eighth pitch she's faced.
I think she's fouled off 8 now.
She is. You know what? She's battling. She's good. That's encouraging from a young player. I mean, only being a sophomore. Oh.
That one high and out of the zone. I'll be taken for a ball. But yeah, I mean, getting back, I mean, this Upper St. Clair team just very young. With youth comes some inexperience. But you like to see in a bat like this. Very encouraging. That one taken high for ball 2. Nice eye right there by Ross. That one a little bit high in the zone. That's a tempting pitch when you get one that's floating up that high to go ahead and try to swing for the fences on a rising pitch like that, but she kept her eye. 2-2 pitch, that one inside. That was a 3-2 pitch, that one inside. And that will...
You got to give credit. An amazing at-bat by Ross.
Great at-bat right there by Steph Ross.
And she seems like a nimble, so maybe she can steal a base or maybe steal a base?
Yep. It looks like Bethel Park leaving second base just wide open right now. You have to wonder if she's going to go ahead and run. This one foul tip back.
One thing I risked there with a lot of pop-ups in the back, it looks like you don't want to risk a double play.
It's very true. Caitlin Brust tried to track that one down, but couldn't quite get to it. Batter Rachel Hast. Hast shows bunt. High. She pulls it back, and that'll be taken for a ball.
Who her favorite class is actually English and chemistry. Very, very intelligent classes, it seems like.
Those were not my favorite classes.
English was my favorite class. I loved it.
I like gym. That one down to the zone. Gym and lunch.
Her favorite junk food is also chocolate. Which is nice. I love chocolate too. I think we all like chocolate, unless you're lactose intolerant.
Or you're allergic to chocolate.
That's a good point.
Or you just don't like chocolate.
But we're not communists.
Runner faking down at first. That one low and out of the zone for Hast.
Right now, this pitcher for Bethel Park's in a little wild right now.
A little bit Valdecera on the mound. She has been a little wild at times, has gotten her control down towards the end of innings. That one low again, and she walks her second batter. So good job so far in this second inning by Bethel Park here. Just nice job by their batters. Hey, you know what? You take a walk, that's just as good as taking a hit sometimes. As long as you get on base, that's how you score runs.
And right now they're in...
It's going to be bunted, and not able to get back to it is Caitlin Brust, the catcher.
Now this is Krista, number 9, so
Krista Gailey.
Krista Gailey, whose favorite class is AP U.S. History, so she is a smart one.
AP U.S. History.
And her favorite athlete is Troy Polamalu.
Bunted foul. It's a good favorite athlete to have.
I think so. But she wants to major in physical therapy or occupational therapy when she goes to college. That's a nice little. I think that's a good major. Something you don't see very often, which is good.
Gailey showing bunt, pulls it back and chops it down the foul territory, but it is pulled in for the out by the Bethel Park first baseman. That was Elena Schwartz-Welder down there at first. So ruled that a out 3, fly out 3.
Which is a very good catch. I mean, in this wind, you never know where the ball's going.
Exactly, and you can tell on that pop the ball was just spinning a lot. That one slapped back up through the middle. It hits off second base, and that will load the bases now. Nice job there you got for Katie Molson, who we actually talked a little bit with before the game. So nice job there. She realized, and you can tell she did that completely intentionally. She saw the opening between right over the pitcher, a large gap between second and short, and so she just made sure she kind of did like a half swing there and just put that ball right over, right in position. It actually hit. It was so nicely placed. It was a little too nicely placed because it actually hit off second base and almost got the runner out at second.
It's an
but all runners advance.
Unusual shift though for Bethel Park, which I'm not something I see very often. Leaving the middle of that open.
Right, and the thing is, when you're playing small ball like that, you don't when you're playing your defense for small ball like that, you don't expect the bunt to get past the pitcher or to get through that gap there. And I think that's why it was so far open. That one taken high.
Very good point. Right now, the pitching struggling a little bit. You want to maybe try to low, maybe throw some off-speed stuff, maybe a breaking ball. So just get something low in the zone, something easy to throw across. Right now, you just need some strikes.
That one bunted back up to the pitcher, who will go home with it,
oh,
and
no!
dropped it home. And a run will score. You have to rule that one as an error. I believe that was that Ames that batted?
That was number 13 that scored, but I think that was Ames that batted, yes.
So Steph Ross comes around to score.
Much like her idol, Nate McLeod. She got some good hustle down the line.
And that was Ashley Ames, who reaches on an E2. So a couple of errors so far. Everybody advances.
Well, now you got to think if you're Bethel Park, that hurts.
That's a tough one right there.
That's a tough one to swallow on that one. I mean, you have the out right there, especially on a bunt.
That one taken high in the zone.
Right now, just the Bethel Park pitching is what's letting them down. She's getting good velocity, but right now it's just rising up on her.
Baldessera on the hill. Still, you know, we've seen Jen Wagner come out and talk a little bit with Maddie Janoski. Nothing so far from the other side of the field with Bethel Park's coaching staff. That one fouled off.
And some little kids going to try to gather it. Get some energy. They have energy, though. That's what they should do.
Good exercise. Good. Pitch brought in. Fake bunt. Knocked down towards the Bethel dugout.
Right now, I've noticed a lot of people when they're pulling it. Eventually, one of those balls I think is going to land up the line.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what they're going for. And right now, between center and right, pretty sizable gap. If she does get a hold of one, there's a big gap with the bases loaded. It's a tempting offer with a gap that size out there.
But the question is, if you do you feel like they're going to keep playing small ball and try another bunt attempt?
Yeah.
That seems to be the strategy of the small ball teams.
Karis Rooney shows bunt again. One out here. That one taken for a strike. Just catches the inside corner.
Look a little inside. Strikes
out. Caught the inside part of the plate according to home plate umpire Bernie Finnegan. And Rooney goes down. Looking. That'll be the second out of the inning now. 2-1 Upper St. Clair. That one fouled off by Allison Berner. So far, though, a good inning. They've gone through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sixth batters, now on their seventh batter of the inning, is Allison Berner. Berner pulls back the fake bunt. Seems like everybody from USC just going for that fake bunt and then pulling back and trying to
just a
hit the ball.
strategy. Allison Berner wants to go to Virginia Tech or Penn State for college. She doesn't say what she wants to do, but she wants to eventually make money.
Well, I can't fault her for that.
So I'd probably say don't get into journalism.
Don't go into journalism, please. That's your goal.
She also wants to meet Channing Tatum or Oprah.
That one slapped to short, and Berner cannot beat it out. So they do leave.
She needed more apple cinnamon Nutri-Grain bars. Give her some more energy. It's her favorite food, by the way. It's her junk food.
You are loving these player interest, aren't you?
You know what? It's a cool little thing to learn about the high school kids. It's been a while since I've been in high school, so you know, when I was in high school, I
find out what the new things are nowadays.
I never even heard of Channing Tatum.
Yeah,
she wants to meet him.
That guy is.
So that's a guy.
That's a guy?
Is it?
Yeah, that's a guy.
I know Oprah's a female. I've heard of Oprah.
I've heard of Oprah. Yes. Going through the bottom half of the inning as we are just losing our minds here.
I'm the color guy. That is my job.
What they score? How many runs?
One run. They scored one run.
They scored one run.
2-1.
They scored one run.
Which with
that inning.
Which with the bases loaded, you kind of want to hope for more damage, but they got damage done.
One run on one hit. They had one error and 3 left on base.
That's not something you want to see. I mean, that's big for if you're Bethel Park.
So far, both of these teams through the second inning, Steve, have combined. Bethel Park has 5 runners left on base, and Upper St. Clair has 4 runners left on base. So 9 runners left on base total so far in this game by both teams. And both these teams have struggled a little bit this season. And that's something you maybe look at is leaving runners on base. That'll cost you. Late in games when you're looking, you say, man, there's really lost opportunities leaving runners on base.
Especially when the bases are loaded like that, and that's something.
Absolutely.
I mean, that hurts.
Absolutely.
And I believe both teams have done that so far today. I mean,
yes,
it's good. It's good pitching. You're battling. Your pitchers are battling. They're both young, so that's encouraging.
Power steps in, chops that one down. Not going to see a whole lot of balls get out of the infield.
Well, so far we haven't, but you never know, and it's still early.
I think we've seen a couple go into the outfield.
Must be hard for an outfielder in this kind of situation.
Just kind of stand around.
I mean, you gotta. It's intense though, because you're just waiting for your chance.
You don't want to mess up when you get those rare opportunities out there. Count 1-1 now. Thanks for someone for screaming that one out. So I had no idea that one.
And as we
put in the outfield, running down, and she drops it in center field, shallow center. That was the center fielder, Karis Rooney. We couldn't quite track that one down. You're going to have to rule that an E8.
Which is what we just said. When you get an opportunity, you got to make it.
Absolutely. So we have seen 3 errors so far from Upper St. Clair.
But it's a game. You got to limit the damage. Just don't worry about it. It happens.
So Powers reaches. I believe that first one was taken in there for a strike. This is Paula Valdesera at the plate.
Gotta love the sound of the ball hitting the glove. It's one of my favorite sounds in the world. I just want to say that.
Nice little pop.
But right now you just gotta hope, keep the ball down, hope we get a double play, keep it low in the zone. Hope for a double play.
Janoski's pitch, that one lined down the right field line. Watch out, cameraman.
Cameraman almost got decked. We can replace the camera. You can't replace the cameraman.
We think he's all right out there.
He's okay.
He was looking through the camera, and he wasn't looking at the ball. But he's all right. Sailed over his head. He ducked. It would have been too late when he ducked, but he's all right.
That's the important thing. Wouldn't want to see that today.
We don't need a down cameraman. That one taken inside for a ball.
Well, she's actually seemed to regain some of her control. That wasn't that bad of a pitch.
No, she is working the strike zone a little bit. Valdesera knocks it back up the middle. That'll get through. Runner will hold at second.
That was your double play ball, though, but fortunately,
nice job by Valdesera getting it through the gap.
You hit it where they aimed. as Harry Carey used to say.
Time called now. Home plate umpire, Mr. Bernie Finnegan. Wipe off the plate.
But, you don't want a dirty home plate. You want to keep your home clean.
Exactly.
No, I used to kick dirt back on the home plate when I would go up the bat after the umpire would clean it off.
You were like Lou Piniella.
Exactly.
That one taken in there for a
Ooh.
strike. Big cut there though by Lexi Paranella.
She was looking for it all right there.
Lexi playing the hot corner at third base.
You know, as a colorblind man, the color coordination is very confusing. I'm glad you're here.
Both teams, obviously, as you can see, in black. One team has orange trim. One team has red trim. For a colorblind human being like my partner, Steve Kubitz, that is a challenge.
But that's what we do in the business. You do what you got to do.
You just got to make it work.
Or just hope your partner isn't colorblind. But you are not.
I'm not colorblind. I can see these colors very well. Not to rub it in. That one taken high and out of the zone.
That one rose that's something that's good speed, but you know what? You got to keep it down. I mean, sometimes you got to sacrifice speed for control.
Yeah, and you got to be careful here because with those short base pass, do allow pass balls to mean advanced runners. Pitch coming in here. Big cut again.
And that was a good pitch.
Lexi Paranella, who will trot all back over to the Bethel dugout. So a nice pitch right there by Janoski, and retires Paranella one away here.
Always hate to get in strikeouts in situations. You don't really advance anybody. It's always hard to get a strikeout in that kind of situation.
I didn't strike out.
Ever.
Not much. Wasn't popped up.
Second out of the inning.
The second base. That one pulled in by the Upper St. Clair second baseman. That is Krista Gailey out there. Ruled that one a 4. Keeping score. Yeah, but getting back to that, I didn't strike out much, Steve. Not to say that I was hammering the ball out of the park, but I grounded out, flew out, but I didn't strike out a lot.
That's good. That's important.
I think my last year, Little League, I struck out 4 times the whole season.
Very Johnny Bench of you. Don't strike out very often. Didn't strike out very often either.
Don't want to strike out much. We've seen a couple of strikeouts, though, already. That one, big cut there.
So basically, you were the opposite of Ryan Howard.
Yes. Well, yes. Yes, not actually talented at
Not
baseball.
a lot of power, but didn't strike out very often. Unlike Ryan Howard, it's all power and always strikes out.
Plus, I'm not good at baseball anymore, like he is.
And judging by his contract, which is a $125 million contract, he's very good at baseball.
I'm nowhere in the financial realm that Ryan Howard is either. Now at bat, Elena Schwartzwelder. Earlier, Elena went 1-3, but did advance a runner.
Checked her swing right there. Very good. Very good eye. Right now, Bethel seemed to have a little more plate discipline, I'd say.
A little bit, yeah. Swing and a miss.
Right now, the USC pitching is doing a very good job of getting them to strike out, swing and miss.
Maddie Janoski doing a nice job. Steve digging through his player bios for a little info on Maddie Janoski. That one taken inside. That'll be a walk.
Right now, you got to say though, just not pitching very badly. She's doing pretty well, I'd say.
That will load the bases though, so dangerous situation here. We have seen Janoski get out of these jams. Last inning, they had the bases loaded. She got out. She also got out in the first inning with 2 runners on. USC walking that thin line kind of right now, Steve, as far as leaving runners on base and getting runners on. They are getting out of the innings, but they're getting a lot of runners on, and they are just one hit away from some severe damage being done.
They like to live dangerously, USC.
As Sarah Barr steps in. Barr takes that for a strike.
Right now, the pitcher, she likes to meet the 08 Penguins, the entire team. That's what she likes to meet. I don't blame her. They're a good team.
You said the 08 Penguins?
The 08 Penguins. Kind of a weird choice.
Are you sure that's not an F? Any of the Pittsburgh
Penguins?
Penguins?
Maybe, yeah. I can't read.
You can't see colors and you can't read, ladies and gentlemen.
How to get the college, folks? I don't know. So I looked at,
you haven't got through yet.
In fairness, it looks like an 8. Don't judge me too hard.
It does. It does. So, Maddie Janoski, we're calling you out. Your Fs look like 8s on your paperwork here.
But your pitching's quality.
You are pitching a nice game.
Oh.
That is taken for a called
And that
strike
ends the
3.
inning.
Nice job by Janoski. Much to the delight of the Upper St. Clair crowd, and that'll get them out of the inning. So 3 more left on base now. Man, in Bethel Park, just leaving them stranded there as going through the inning. Just to run down real quick, we had no runs on 1 hit. We also had 1 error, and then 3 more left on base. Right now, that's 8 runners left on base.
And you know why
by the
Yansky-
Blackhawks.
You know why she pitches? She doesn't like to run. that is her words.
You know what? Fair enough.
And judging by people that used to pitch in the major leagues, Boomer Wells,
Boomer Wells.
didn't like to run either. Well, she appears in much better shape than Boomer did when he played for the Padres towards the end of his career. I'm dropping knowledge on you people right now.
Yeah, remember when Garth Brooks played for the Padres?
He did look. You know what? That's very apt. He did look like Garth Brooks.
Nice little crowd on hand here.
I'd say not quite a sell, but very close.
Not quite a sellout for this free game. Steve. At Boyce Mayview Park, first pitch in, and that is
Smoke to the outfield.
driven deep to right center field. That'll drop in. This is going to be a 2-bagger if she can get in there, and she does easily. Nice job right there by Mary Kay Horn, the catcher. Mary Kay now 2 for 2 on the day with a base hit and a double. Halfway there to the cycle, Mr. Kiewitz.
Her favorite athlete is Sidney Crosby, and judging by the way she's playing right now, she's playing like Sid, kind of clutch. Not playing like a veteran, she's actually playing still. Good speed for a catcher too.
Right, absolutely. And like I said before, you see that a lot at the high school level. In baseball and softball, the catchers have a nice speed. They've got to be athletic to be a catcher at the high school level. That one, a fly out, though, right there by Becca Stage to the first baseman.
Also,
Mary Kay Horn stays
Also,
put
Mary Kay
at
Horn,
first.
her favorite junk food, fruit snacks, which I think is a healthy kind of junk food to have. You're gonna like junk food. Fruit snacks are a good one.
Nothing like a sugary,
Maybe like a good gusher.
artificially flavored delight to
Like
be your healthy
maybe
choice.
gushers.
Gushers, yeah.
Maybe a fruit roll up.
Gushers are the absolute epitome of a healthy snack, Steve. They squirt sugar into your mouth.
Well, I think they're healthier than chips.
That one fouled off.
I mean, maybe they're healthier than chips.
I guess. Steph Ross now at the plate. Earlier, last inning, Steph Ross, she walked and then came all the way around to score. She had a nice at bat. Remember, Steve, last time she fouled off about 8 pitches. That one taken on the inside corner. So, you'd like to see that kind of play continue here from Steph Ross. 1 away here in the bottom of the third. So we're moving right along here in this game. We got a late start to it, but we're moving right along. Both teams kind of late to arrive to the game, and as were the umpires a little bit. So had about a 15-minute delay to start here, but nonetheless, here we are.
Steph Ross, who wants to actually go to CMU for engineering. Some lofty goals, and judging by if she is as good at the books as she is at the softball, she may have some chance.
However, Steph goes down looking right there. So far on the day for Val DeSera, 1, 2, 3 strikeouts for Val DeSera on the day. Also giving up 4 hits now. A couple of walks as well. First pitch, kind of a tentative swing right there by Rachel Haas.
Looked like she knew what she wanted to do. Maybe she wanted to bunt, and she tried to swing at the last second, which is not something you want to do.
Kind of got stuck between do I want to swing hard or do I kind of want to place this? And she kind of just had a tentative swing there. Fouled off, though, by Haas. Haas choking up a lot on that bat. You can tell she plays the bat really short. Probably chokes up a good 5 inches there.
She wants to major in healthcare, by the way, and/or education. Good choices, I think. Good options. Oh, she goes down
Strike
swinging.
3 swinging. Another strikeout there for Val DeSera, and that'll get them out of the inning. So, running down, that was no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base for the Panthers.
You just hate to waste a double, though. You just hate to do that.
You do, you know. That's so true. You hate to get that runner on.
Especially in scoring position.
To lead off the inning, as Mary Kay Horn did, and then to go out there and kind of just fail to get that runner even advanced. But we move to the top of the 4th. If you're just now tuning in, I'm Josh Roundtree alongside my color commentator broadcast partner, Steve Kubitz.
You missed a good one, folks. If you're just tuning in now, you missed a good one.
It's been good so far. No doubt about it. The score, the home team, Upper St. Clair, up 2-1 over Bethel Park. Blackhawks coming to bat, though, here in top of the 4th.
You gotta think, though, if you're USC, you would love nothing more. Not only if you win, you get back in the playoff race, but you damage Bethel Park's chances of making that 3rd and final spot.
And, you know, it's no secret out there, folks. Bethel Park and USC, not exactly the best of neighbors when it comes to athletics. This is a pretty big rivalry in any sport. Bethel Park and Upper St. Clair, very close together. Same thing, you know. There's a road you get on, and literally you hit Mount Lebo, you hit Bethel Park, you hit Upper St. Clair, you hit Peters Township. Those 4 schools right there in a row. As you're just driving down the road, and they all 4 of them play in the same. In the same section.
I would say that, though, especially softball, the rivalry is intense. I would say that. Maybe football and softball. Oh, a line up.
Slap back up the middle, and that'll get through. That is, trying to figure out who that is there. That is Carly Schoenstein, leadoff hitter. Carly now 2 for 3 on the day. She had a base hit back in the 2nd inning. Nice start there, though, to the inning.
I believe, though, Bethel Park has had a leadoff hitter, a runner on base, I think, every inning. That's except for the 1st inning.
1st inning, when she went down 6-3. And then, yeah, they got a walk in the 2nd to start the inning, and a runner reached on an error. The runner will advance to 2nd there.
Almost got caught off the base, though. Luckily, she was able to recover.
Right. So nice job by Schoenstein there to recover on the base pass and move on down.
The important thing is you get that out, though. That's the important thing. You can all, I mean, the way Shransky's, the way she's pitching, you never know, though. Getting stuff out of the inning, it's never been a problem. She's getting strikeouts when she needs them.
She is. She has gotten out of the inning, has Maddie Janoski. And we're going to get another time for Jen Wagner, and they're going to bring someone out of the bullpen. I believe Jen Wagner has seen enough. So maybe a case of a pitch count right now. She has battled out of the innings. But she has given up a few hits. Maybe she's on a pitch count. We're not sure. You see that a lot at the high school level. You don't want to use pitchers too much. But they are now going to bring in, trying to get a number. I believe that is...
Looks like number 10.
10, which is...
Hafner.
It's Rachel Hafner.
Oh.
If my memory serves me correctly on her first name. Hoffner. Excuse me. Thank you. Rachel Hoffner. Now the pitcher. Work here while Rachel is getting started on getting a line together for Maddie Janoski. Steve digitally digging through his materials here to find all sorts of information out about
right here,
Rachel
right
Hoffner.
up front. She's a junior pitcher. Her favorite class is ceramics with Mama Watts.
All right.
Who I don't think, maybe though, could be. I could be wrong. Not related to Bill Watts, the old famous promoter in Tennessee. And you like Tennessee, so that should be something you would like.
So technically, though, speaking, right now, Janoski on the hook for the win.
Right now, yeah. She battled it. She battled, which is important.
Yes, she did. And first pitch taken in there for a strike. Good start for Rachel Hoffner.
She wants to play college softball and study special education.
Pitch up high there.
And right now, she had some force behind that pitch.
She is a hard thrower, is Hoffner. No question about it. Hoffner, a junior, so a little bit of experience for Rachel Hoffner coming off the mound here in relief.
She says she plays softball because she enjoys it. Oh.
Runner throw down to 3rd. That ball gets past. And she is going to go home with it. A throw down to the plate, and she will be safe. Is Schoenstein. Nice job on the base pass by Schoenstein right there to come around and score. So 2 stolen bases there.
Would you count that as an error at the third?
Yeah. Yeah, you have to. Off the glove. So runner scores on a throwing error. E5.
Which now means Unansky cannot get the win.
That one out to right. Yeah, and you're right. Medianowski
Cannot get the win.
off the hook for the win. Helping Steve out with pronunciation.
Not good at it, folks. Not good at it.
Good thing you're a broadcaster.
That is why you're the play-by-play man, and I'm just the color guy.
So you can talk about.
Unansky can't get the win now, but right now Hoffner hoping maybe she can get the win. They can she can retain this and hopefully
Absolutely.
limit the damage.
Hoffner fouls that one off.
However, that also will not help Unansky's ERA because that was her runner.
That is true, but that not an earned run because of an error. Not to correct you there, but that will not be an earned run if I'm not mistaken because of the error. That one driven to center field, right at the center fielder though, comes in and she drops the ball in center field.
Almost made an all-star caliber play, but you know what happens?
That was center fielder Karis Rooney. That's actually Karis's second error in center today.
Rooney, a name that I think all Pittsburghers love.
It's true. That was Caitlin Brust, actually, who put that one out there. She will get a courtesy runner. Her courtesy runner, Lauren Schaefer, again, who we saw score in the first inning as a courtesy runner. But that one you got to put as E8 again. That one lined up the middle and bobbled by the shortstop, and all runners will advance. Another error now. That one, Karen Powers, who will reach on in.
Also,
E6.
Rooney, who the reason she likes to play softball, she loves the game. Period. That's it. Right here. The end.
Fair enough.
She knows what she likes, and it's softball.
Fair enough.
And you know her favorite food is? Cookies. I think we all like cookies.
We do. Trying to figure out now what Kalaji did, which is on my scorecard here. That second batter. Maybe you can remember, Steve.
Wasn't that the error to center field? Or was
No,
oh, no, that's when she
Caitlin
bobbled
Brust.
it. No, they bobbled the runner going to second. They couldn't get her out.
Was that a strikeout, though, on first? Or is... We're all sorts confused up here in the box. By the box, I mean the stands. Pitch in there.
But it's kind of like a media box when you think about it. We're boxed in. We're among the people, which is where we want to be. We're the announcers. We like to be among the people.
Absolutely. I won't deny that. Hoffner now looking in with the pitch. That one up high. Hoffner trying to get out of this inning here. A little bit of damage has been done. One run. Really, though, 3 errors in the inning have been
The difference in this game.
been the difference right now, yeah. That one fouled off. Watch out in the dugout off the roof. Off the dugout.
Right now, a lot of balls getting fouled off. A lot of people battling, which is something. That's just probably why the pitchers are pitching as they are, having to battle these batters.
Absolutely. Pitch in, that one high in the zone. Runners on first and second here. We're in the top half of the 4th from Boyce Mayview Field in Upper St. Clair. As the wind starts to roll in, and with the wind comes the clouds. So hopefully we can get this in before any weather hits.
Which right now, looking at the sky, looks like maybe some rain coming in.
May have to monitor the weather situation. Hoffner looking in now. Her delivery, big strong delivery, and gets her down swinging. That was pitcher Paul de Valdecera.
Give her some cookie dough for that one, because she does love cookie dough.
Love these player facts, Steve.
I love them. I wish Major League Baseball was like this.
Keep them coming. That one fouled back by Lexi Perinella.
You got to be afraid for that umpire. It seems like every time a ball's fouled off, it's got to be stressful being an umpire.
Behind him played Bernie Finnegan. Also right behind the shortstop,
Hopefully-
John Palco.
Hopefully he doesn't take a ball off his shin again.
Yeah. Runner going to go down to
Without a throw,
third,
no
and
throw.
both runners will advance. So both runners advance. That's the courtesy runner, Schaefer, will move to third. No. Yes. Schaefer moves to third, the pinch runner. That one taken in for a strike on the bunt attempt there. Powers moves to second, Schaefer to third. We saw Schaefer score earlier with some nice base running. Let's see
Powers,
if,
which is the greatest baseball name ever.
just like Kenny Powers.
Maybe besides Vida Blue.
Vital Blue. She's a softball player.
Well, it's you know, a ball player's name. A good ball player's name.
Fair enough.
Maybe the one better, Vinegar Ben Mizell, pitched for the Pirates in the 70s.
Vinegar. Hoffner looks in, another ball thrown by Hoffner there.
Hoffner, really, she's definitely a harder thrower
Yeah.
than Unonsky, I say.
Well, she's a junior, another year of experience in that arm.
Problem is, though, a lot of her fastballs are rising on her, so a rising fastball.
That one taken for a strike.
And that will end the inning.
That will end the inning. So she recovers. She had to deal with 3 errors, so give Hoffner some credit there. Yes, they scored a run, but 3 errors committed that inning. So things go down like this. 1 run on 1 hit, 3 errors in the inning, and then two left on base.
Yeah, the game tied at 2 right now.
Quick stat right now, as it stands, through 3.5, or
No, through 4 innings. That was the bottom, wasn't it?
yes, no, that was the top. That was the top. Through 4 innings of batting for Bethel Park, they have now left 10 runners on base in 4 innings.
That is not something you want to see if you're Bethel Park.
No, it is not.
But that bodes well for your USC Panthers, everyone. But the important thing, though, is your Bethel Park is, you know, you got to say, you know what, we haven't converted all our chances, but we're getting base runners. That's what you have to remind yourself. We're getting people on base.
Score tied at 2, and with potential looming weather in the distance and starting to become the not so distance here,
It's starting to feel.
you have to hope that extra innings aren't having to be played, because this one could.
And it feels like it dropped about 5 or 6 degrees.
It has gotten a lot colder since we got here, Steve. That sun went down, and it's probably dropped a good 5 to 10 degrees. That one fouled off the plate.
Another bunt attempt. You know, USC loves the small ball. It's probably what they do best.
Very true. Krista Gailey bunts that one off the plate. Earlier in the game, Gailey flew out to first on a foul. That one slapped deep to right field, but it will be pulled in by the right fielder, Sammy Wozniak. A nice ride given there by Krista Gailey, but it will nonetheless result in an out. So,
And she does love the tradition of softball, but probably not right there, because that was a traditionally great catch. I love these facts.
you do. Left-handed hitter now.
That changes things up a little bit.
Katie Molson. That one bunted down to the shortstop, and Katie's going to beat that one out. And the ball's going to get past. Katie turns for second, but does not go. The ball got past there. But nonetheless, Katie had beat that out for sure, and she will reach on an infield hit.
Her favorite class, by the way, Spanish. And she actually has something written in Spanish here. I'm not going to read it, but it's there. Porque yo means I something.
I don't know. I don't speak Spanish. Just like Ron Burgundy. That one slapped off the ground back to the pitcher, and all runners will be safe. That ball thrown into the outfield now. And here comes Molson. She is going to be hung up now,
Oh, no.
but she's going to get back in safely. Molson a little eager on the base pass right there.
That's some bad indecision by Bethel Park right there. That could cost them. That's bad indecision. You got to know where to go with the ball the second you get it.
Absolutely.
It's a game of
And
seconds.
I have no idea how to score that one.
I would say scored as an error
Error on the
on the throw, because
On
that's
the
how
throw.
she advanced. You could also put it as a fielder's choice and an error.
So we're going to put that E4. And so the runners will now be at second and third. That's Katie Molson down at third. Ashley Ames at second. That a big cut right there by Karis Rooney. You have to figure Rooney really wants to make up for the 2 errors that she's committed in center field. This would be a big time to do it. The runners on second and third, only 1 away here in the bottom of the 4th. And with the weather looming, you have to think how much more softball we're going to get to play here. Maybe that weather will hold off though, Steve.
Maybe also Rooney, another Nate McLeod fan. Loves Nate McLeod.
Lots of Nate McLeod.
Very popular in the city. Even though he's been gone for a year.
That one taken in for a ball on the outside corner. Still on the mound for Bethel Park, though, is Valdez. Kind of had an up and down afternoon here. Walked a few batters, struck out a few batters. Overall, pitched pretty well, though. Only two runs so far.
And they're letting her battle. They realize this is her game. They're going to let her battle.
Absolutely. That error on the throw will be only the second error now, I believe, for Bethel Park.
They played a cleaner game overall. And it's
That
lined
one
up.
chopped down. No runners will advance, but I believe she beat out the throw. She did.
Oh, that's big.
Karis Rooney makes up for 2 errors in the outfield by coming back, running hard down the first, and beating out the throw, and now loading the bases.
Looking like Ichiro Suzuki on that play with an infield single.
Absolutely, just a nice little chop. They threw the ball over, but Rooney was able to beat it, and now loads the bases for Upper St. Clair. So an infield base hit, we score that one. That one chopped right back at the pitcher. He's going to throw home, get the out. They're going to go down to second, and they are going to get a double play.
And that ends the inning, folks.
To end the inning.
That is huge.
Huge job right there by Bethel Park.
Who, again, living dangerously, but battling out of it.
It was Allison Berner that went into the, how do we score that? 1, 2, 3.
A 1-2-3 double play. Not something we see very often, but you know what? It happened today. That's big. Game scores remains tied at 2.
Going through that inning, we had no runs on 2 hits. We had 1 error, and we had 3 left on base.
You hate to see that again if you're
That
UFC.
is
That is
now the fourth time in this game that a team has left the bases loaded.
I mean, if knowing you know about sports and baseball, softball, what have you, that's not something you want to do. That is huge.
That's whether it's baseball or softball, one thing you don't want to do is leave runners on base.
Especially with the bases loaded.
Absolutely.
Right now, the first team that can get that big hit, that's pretty much the difference from this game. Neither team has been able to get the big hit. You know, the first one to put a big ball in play with bases loaded or the people on base, likely to win this game. That's basically both teams have pitched out of trouble. They're battling, which both teams using young pitchers, which is something you like to see. It's encouraging for next season for both these teams.
Right. And again, getting back to Upper St. Clair, for those watching right now, just again, a young team right now. Only 1 senior on the roster who isn't even in the lineup today, like I said. So
That'd be Molly Patterson.
Molly Patterson, the only senior on the team. And, hey, you just have to like what you see for the future.
Right now, which is pretty much what they're playing for. They're playing for the playoffs, but right now it's looking for the future. They have an outside shot at the playoffs, though. They need
do
to
have
win,
an outside shot at the
they
playoffs.
need to win this
still.
game and hope they get some help.
The clinchings, actually, for Section 4, only 2 teams have clinched right now, but that final spot is still open. Peters Township, the Indians, have clinched, as well have Mount Lebanon. They've clinched it well. Both are at 6-1 in the section. Then Baldwin sits at 4-3 due to the Highlanders 8-3 overall. Then it kind of drops off, and then you see Bethel Park at 2-5. As that one slapped foul right there by Sammy Wozniak. Then it drops down to 2-5. So that last spot still open, and that is what everybody, the 4 teams are playing for, that final spot in Section 4 to get to the playoffs, as only the top 3 teams make it.
It's intense. It's an intense game of softball today. I mean, it's playoffs
Absolutely.
looming. I mean, your season's on the line, especially for Bethel Park.
Going down swinging right there is Wozniak. And so far, yes, Hoffner had a little bit of problems, but mainly those were because of errors. She had to deal with 3 errors last inning, but she's also struck out 3 batters already. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 batters. She struck out 3 so far.
That is a lively
and
arm.
The other 2 reached on errors.
You gotta say it's because of the experience. As a junior, she has experience. She knows how to pitch.
Absolutely.
She knows how to throw.
She has been very, very good starting out so far in this game.
You gotta figure, though, she's doing a very good job of attacking the lower part of the zone, which is, especially in a game like softball, that's huge, because right now it makes it very difficult to put a ball into play when it's so low in the zone. Plus, it makes it really hard to bunt, because then you bunt it foul. Trying to take away the small ball of Bethel Park.
Yeah, absolutely. And Bethel Park scored some runs this year. They've scored 42 runs so far this season. As this one chopped down to third base, thrown on over to first. Good fundamental play right there trying to figure out who that was that hit there. I don't believe it was Schwartzwelder. It was not. It was number 4, Rachel Trunk.
Right now, she has, helping her people, them confused. They're very confused right now. They don't know what's coming. She's just doing a very good job of getting in the hitter's head.
Absolutely. That one goes 5-3. That one taken for a big strike right there.
She is right now putting a lot of velocity behind her fastball.
Very true. So that was Trunk right there before that. Coming in now is another pitch hitter, Meg McMahon.
Any relation to Andrew McMahon, the lead singer of your favorite band, Jack's Mannequin? Doubtful.
Doubtful. They're not my favorite band. Don't you put that evil upon me. Ricky Bobby.
That will be your last reference to a Will Ferrell movie. You've made 2 today. I'll give you 3. I'll give you 1 more.
Okay, you brought up Helen Hunt earlier. I don't want to hear it.
That's because of the wind.
No.
You've seen Twister.
You can't make a Helen Hunt reference and then limit me on what movies I can quote. That one taken in for a ball on Meg McMahon. McMahon coming in for Sarah Barr. Sarah today playing left field has walked and struck out, so not a great day at the plate as she went 0 for 1. They bring in McMahon to clean up the roster, but she goes down.
Hoffner with another strikeout.
Great job by Hoffner so far. Struck out 4 batters.
And what, the 6 she has faced or 7 she has faced? That's
In the 1-2, I believe she struck out Kalaji too. If
that
I'm
is
not
an
mistaken.
impressive. What a good pitching decision to bring her in.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strikeouts right now, and she has faced 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 batters. And the other 3 batters, 2 of them reached because of errors by her fielders. Another one reached because of, 2 of them reached because of errors, and the other one was a ground out.
You got to give Jen Wagner credit for bringing her in.
Absolutely.
A great decision.
And Jen Wagner, an experienced softball coach, 6 years now here at Upper St. Clair. The side goes down in order in the top of the 5th there. We go to the bottom of the 5th, due up for the Panthers from Upper St. Clair. Get to that in a second. That is, let's see who's coming up now. That is going to be Mary Kay Horn to lead things off, followed by Stage and Ross, with Hast waiting, hoping that she gets a chance as well.
Mary Kay Horn is trying to, she loves playing softball with her friends. Maybe now she can win the game for her friends. Get some heroics. Get some late game heroics.
Going through last inning, no runs, that one not coming off. Chopped on 3rd, that goes on over to 1st. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. That one will go 5-3.
And she hit it hard though, but it just went right to where the third baseman is. It happens. She hit good at bat. I thought she got good contact on the ball.
Stepping in now is Becca Stage. So far today, she is 0 for 2. The strikeout and a pop out the 1st. Hear the encouragement from the Upper St. Clair dugout. Very vocal, that dugout today. That one popped to the shortstop, who comes in and makes the catch. That was playing short there, Carly Schoenstein, who came in and made the nice catch. So that one will go down as a fly out to the 6th. And now stepping in, Steph Ross, who had that great at bat back in the 2nd, ended up walking, and then struck out in the 3rd. Looks in at a ball on that one.
Trying to channel her Nate McLouth right now, her inner Nate McLouth. Which, if you remember for the Pirates, he has a few game-winning hits. Maybe trying to be some late-game heroics here.
That one fouled back into the chain link backstop, which we're happy that's there.
I'm very happy that's there. It saved our life a few times, I'd say. Very wide-open stance, I'd say.
Yeah.
And
That
she-
one slab, that's going to be
Oh.
caught.
Great
By the
catch. What a great
outfielder.
catch. What a great
Nice
catch.
job. She got a nice jump on the ball. Did the center fielder, Julie Kalaji.
That may have been the best hit ball today, though. It very well
Indeed.
may have been. Just a great defensive play, perfect positioning.
Absolutely correct, Mr. Kubitz. So both at-bats in the 5th inning go down 1-2-3. Something we haven't seen a whole lot of today.
The pitching is right now becoming much more effective.
Pitching has taken over this game.
As is the case a lot of time.
That half inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base.
That's another kind of first.
The first inning, the first time for both teams actually in this game, the 5th inning, that they didn't leave a runner on base to end an inning.
Which, it's encouraging for your defense. At the same time, though, again, opportunities, you don't want to waste them. Right now, both teams have wasted opportunities, which is something that could potentially cost either one of these teams.
Due up for Bethel in the 6th inning as we approach the end of this game, and that's probably a good thing because those clouds to our left and now over our heads starting to roll in. The wind has picked up. It has dropped in temperature. Due up, though, and not to play right now, Carly Schoenstein takes a ball in on first pitch, and Julie Kalaji is standing over there on deck, and then Caitlin Brust.
I just want to say again, Hoffner has really been absolutely fantastic.
She
today.
has.
We have to
She's
give her
been
credit.
great so far. That one fouled off into the backstop. So far today, though, Schoenstein, second and the first, she went 6-3, got out. Second, she got a hit. She was left stranded, though. And in the 4th, she got a hit and scored a run because of an E5.
Oh.
Big cut right there by Schoenstein.
Right now, they're just like the rising fastball is confusing Bethel Park.
It is, and hats off again to Rachel Hoffner. She has pitched very well. Another big one, and that'll send another batter down on a strike. And Hoffner is in a zone right now. I don't think it's a danger to say that at all. She is just absolutely locked in right now, Steve, and she is really in command of that fastball.
Looking like Tim Lincecum out there with a rising fastball.
Indeed, she has now sat down 6 batters on strikeouts this afternoon.
You got to figure out she's the MVP of this game for USC.
So far, she has been.
She is limiting any Bethel Park chances.
Absolutely. Second pitch in, that'll be fouled off into the backstop.
And because they're fouling off, they cannot catch up with that fastball. They keep swinging too late or too early. They just cannot catch up with it. They just keep putting way too much. I mean, they're scared of the fastball. They're aware of it.
Big time fastball by Rachel Hoffner. Hoffner again with the delivery.
Channeling her another strikeout.
Another strikeout.
Very Ricky Vaughnian, I would say. I mean, they know it's coming. The fastball's coming. The old number one.
Are you nicknaming Rachel Hoffner Wild Thing right now? Is that what you're doing?
I think I might.
Don't. She is. We don't want to accuse this girl of being anything like Ricky Vaughn.
Maybe the second movie. He got his act together in the second movie.
And then he lost it at the end. No one watches that one. Down to third, played on over, and that'll get the runner at first. So nice job there. She is now retired. 1, 2, 5, and 8 batters in a row now retired consecutively now for Hoffner. That one goes 5-3 to end the inning. And I'll tell you what, Upper St. Clair's pitching staff is in the zone right now.
Since this game's been tied up on an error, they just have decided, you know what? We're not going to let the infield make any mistakes. We're going to play. We're going to keep pitching.
So the 6th inning goes down, no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base again for the 2nd consecutive inning. Great job by Hoffner again. We can't say enough right now about the way Rachel Hoffner has pitched in this softball game.
Looking forward to her senior year. I mean, I imagine with another year of experience, she could be better.
You have to imagine that Hoffner is
trying to play her way.
Not just a relief pitcher, but you have to feel that the first pitcher, which was Maddie Janoski, was probably on a pitch count, a certain amount of pitches she could throw, and then they wanted to go and bring in Hoffner to finish out this game. They had it close still. They know it's a close game. You want to bring in your ace, and it is apparent that Hoffner is their ace right now, and she has pitched just remarkably so far. And due up now for Upper St. Clair will be Rachel Hast, followed by Gailey and Moltzen in the bottom of the lineup here for Upper St. Clair. Is
right now just take some pitches, get a good at bat, get on base. That's all you can do when you're lower half of the lineup.
It appears there's a JV game after. Good luck getting that one in. It just kind of feels like rain right now.
It's feeling like it's just cold to the bone.
It is getting chilly out. Good eye right there by Hast, who takes a ball.
Yeah, I love that bench, the USC's bench. They're very vocal.
Very vocal bench, no doubt about it. That one inside, but taken for a strike. That one around the knees on the inside part of the plate, but taken for a strike. Jen Wagner shouting out some encouragement from third base. That one fouled off back into the backstop.
Rachel House, who wants to meet Taylor Lautner as her celebrity choice. Maybe I'm old. I have no idea who that is.
You don't know who Taylor Lautner is?
No. Who is House, right?
House? No, he was in those Twilight movies,
Oh, okay.
man. That one slapped back by Hats, the pitcher. Little routine.
It's a little late for me. I'm a little above, a little too old for that.
Little routine 1-3 play there. Well, you're better for it, in my opinion, which is only an opinion.
Your professional opinion?
No, I'm no movie critic. Stepping in now is Krista Gailey. Big cut there by Gailey. Gailey so far has flown out to first and flown out to right. She's been a little behind, hasn't really turned on anything, but slapped a lot the other way in the air. Shows bunt, pulls it back, and rips that one down the left field line. That is deep, and that is caught in left field.
What a catch on that one. Amazing catch.
Great catch.
That catch was so good it knocked my microphone.
That, I believe, is Meg McMahon now playing left field. She came in to hit for Sarah Barr and then just tracked that one down and made a great catch. And it's weird. I was just talking about how she hadn't been able to turn on a ball yet. That one will be bobbled, and that will be easily beaten out. Right there's the third baseman, Lexi Paranella, was not able to handle that one. And down at first, Katie Moltzen will reach. I personally, what do you say, error or infield hit on that?
I would call it an infield hit.
I would call that an infield hit as well. Just good placement right there. You got to give Katie Moltzen the infield hit on that one. Katie Moltzen now batting in that ninth spot, 3 for 3 on the day with 3 base hits. You know why? Because she came up and she chatted with us before the game. I think good luck runs off, Steve.
I think so. It's another good place ball. Maybe
she beat that out. No.
Oh, I thought she was safe on that one.
Wow.
But I'm not going to judge the umpire. It was close
play.
Bang bang play.
Close play down at first. Inning retired.
Now, again,
they will
let the bench do some talking for us.
Get out of the inning again. That inning goes down like this. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. We head now to the top of the 7th, final inning in this one. Who is going to break the tie, Mr. Kubitz?
The big thing is right now, when USC comes back at the bat, the top of their lineup, the top of their order will be up. That's crucial.
Absolutely.
And right now, you got to think. I mean, Hoffner is just pitching too well. I don't think Bethel's going to break this open right now. Hoffner is pitching way too well.
Yeah. Right now, coming to bat in the top of the 7th, you have Powers followed by Valdesera with Paranella finishing things up. And then you have Wozniak waiting. Powers so far on the day, Steve, has reached on 3 errors. She's 0 for 3 on the day, but has been on base all 3 times.
That's an impressive stat. I mean, you know what? She's battling. She's getting on base. Doesn't matter how you do it, as long as you get on base.
As long as you're getting on base and reaching on errors. She's putting the ball in play.
That means she has not had an official at bat yet.
Yeah, she's 0 for 0 on the day. She fouls that one off into the backstop.
And I think maybe they look scared of her. I mean, the defense looks scared of her. Maybe, I mean.
Powers well, she looks like she has some power. Not to make another poor pun right there, but she really does. Driven up in the air. There'll be a pop-up, and that will be caught easily.
Right now they cannot keep up with Hoffner. She's just out-pitching. She's out-pitching the hitter. She's making them think about what's coming. And right now it's a fastball, and they can't keep up with it.
Yeah, they really can't. And Hoffner retires another batter now. She's now retired 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 batters in a row. The only 2 batters she hasn't retired reached on errors.
Right now she's cutting through this lineup like a knife through butter, as they say. Just they cannot figure her out. You got to think, maybe if they'd started her, this could be a shutout. But you know what? Probably her day off, and they just want to bring her in late in the game.
Yeah, and pitch counts so important. This one dribbled to
Hoffner
over to first, picks it up, and takes the out down at first.
She's doing everything, folks.
That was Valdecera who will.
She's doing a little of everything. She's not only pitching, she's fielding.
She is. Nice job fielding there.
Which from your pitcher you like to see. Some good
Coming
fielding.
to the plate, we're going to get a pinch hitter for Lexi Paranella. This will be Jen Rominski.
I'd say that was very Greg Maddox-like on that fielding, on that out of pitching spot.
I agree.
14 straight gold gloves for Maddox, playing for the Cubs and the Braves.
So pinch hitting for Lexi Paranella would be Jen Rominski.
And again, another fastball strike on the corner.
Potentially the reason for this is because Paranella is 0 for 3 on the day with 3 strikeouts. So
Yeah.
that could be the reason that that Rominski is in now, and that's a big cut right there.
Right now, it doesn't look like who they put up the bat. Right now, Hoffner is just out, just better than anyone. She's best playing the field right now.
Again, we can't say enough. Hoffner's in the zone right now. I'd be surprised, honestly, not to jinx it, and another strikeout right there to end the inning. I would be surprised right now if they can even touch Hoffner the rest of this game. The way that she is just dominating the mound right now. Again,
her parents should be very proud. They have raised a fine pitcher.
Again, if you are just joining us late in this one, score still tied 2-2. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Rachel Hoffner has come on in relief for Upper St. Clair and been absolutely dominant so far in this game. She has now struck out, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 7 batters since she came on. She has just been remarkable so far in this game.
Doing her best Manuel Rivera impression.
And yeah. Right now, she would, if Bethel, or excuse me, if Upper St. Clair does score, she would be credited with the win.
And I'd say by her point, she deserves it.
Absolutely.
Right now, you just got to get, right now, don't try to win it on one at bat. Just focus on getting on base. You don't got to win it in one swing. That's what happens a lot in walk-off situations. They try to hit the big hit to win it right there. Just get on base. That's all you can do.
Coming up right now, Karis Rooney, who reached on an infield single back in the first. Rooney playing center field. Has actually made a couple errors out in center field, but made up for it with a nice hit there 3 innings ago, back in the 4th, excuse me. Nice to see Rooney here deliver for Upper St. Clair and get on base. That one slapped down the line, a dribbler down the line. Rooney, good speed. That ball goes past. Rooney will not advance, though. With that short foul grounds there that you see in a lot of softball parks, not with a pass ball like that, especially when it caroms off the fence that hard, you're not going to see a lot of advancement of runners. But credit that an infield single again.
I would. That was a very good play.
Karis Rooney. It didn't matter what you said, Steve. That was an infield hit right there and a well-placed one.
That's what I would credit too.
That one fouled off.
I would you go for stolen base here? I mean, she has good speed on the base pass.
She does have good speed. It's a risky play, but at the same time, you look here, look at how far apart the second baseman and shortstop are. Maybe a good time to steal, and I think they're thinking about it. That one popped, and that will be an out.
Oh, luckily she got back. Good thing she didn't steal. She got back.
Yeah, that one will go. Be a fly out to first base. Now, stepping in, Mary Kay Horn, who is 2 for 3 on the day with a base hit and a double. That double came back in the 3rd, which they left her stranded then. She'd like to potentially bring that winning run around that's on first right now.
She's been their best offensive weapon today, I would say.
She has, yeah. Horn bunting one down. That will advance the runner to second.
Which is what you want in this situation. You can hopefully now get the base hit to win it.
Exactly. It's too bad you had to sacrifice the out there because you are down to 1 out. But however, anything to the outfield right now
wins this game.
Probably wins this game. I think that's safe to say. So Horn goes with a fielder's choice.
Right now, the bench
Becca Stage. A lot of support.
I have no information on her, believe it or not. She did not fill out one of these papers.
Becca Stage.
I have nothing.
Letting you down, Steve. Well, maybe she could give us something to talk about here.
If she can win this game.
With a walk-off hit here in the bottom of the 7th. Anything to the outfield probably wins it for Upper St. Clair. Becca Stage at the plate. That one down to third base. Strong throw over. Mr. Kubitz, we're going extras.
Which right now the weather seems to be cleaning up a little bit, so
it is. The
that's
sun's
not bad.
coming out a little bit, getting a little nicer out here. So stage.
The important thing is they got to run into second, though. I mean, they try. I mean, what can you say? The pitching for Bethel Park has not been nearly as dominant as Hoffner, but they have battled. They have done a very good job of limiting the damage when there's been damage.
I agree. I agree, and believe we are getting a new pitcher. If I'm not mistaken, we are for Upper St. Clair. Am I correct on that?
No,
Mr.
Hoffner's
Cooper?
going. She's number 10.
Is she?
I think so.
Never mind.
Yeah. I would not take Hoffner out of this game right now. You go.
Yeah,
With,
I was gonna say I don't know what the thinking is behind that.
you go with the right now. She's the most dominant player they have,
It's quite true.
and just you got to say. I mean, I'm sorry if you're annoying folks to hop on this, but she has been absolutely fantastic, and it's just worth noting.
We don't want to jinx her, but yeah, I mean, she has been very, very good in relief today. She hasn't let up a hit yet. She came on with nobody out, actually, in the fourth. She came on. She has pitched, so 1, 2, 3, 4 solid innings.
Which from a
Not
relief
giving up
pitcher is fantastic.
4 innings from Hoffner, no hits.
Again, they
Strike.
cannot. That fastball is just confusing them.
That one sunk down a little bit there.
Right now, it just seems like if you're Bethel Park, what do you do to counteract Hoffner?
That pitch high.
Pretty much you got to hope for fatigue. That's pretty much all you can hope for if you're Bethel Park. That's no.
Really, for Bethel Park, the strategy has to be right now just get good pitching, kind of endure until she wears down.
Which
She is dialed in, man. Wow.
right now she is zoned in on that strike zone. It seems like no matter what they do, the ball it looks like it starts in the strike zone and rises up. A very good rising fastball.
Fouled off. Just a note right here. This is a pinch hitter as well for Sammy Wozniak. Is Steph Riggett. Wozniak will finish her day batting, going 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts and a walk. Or excuse me, 1 strikeout, 1 flyout and a walk. That one will be lined foul.
That's pretty much the best contact they've gotten on Hoffner today.
I won't deny that.
And it's very almost Sandy Koufaxian with her rising fastball.
Sandy Koufax.
Just the way
You were just loving getting old school baseball players into our broadcast today, aren't you?
I think it's my job.
It's
That
one. That's going to be an infield hit if she can beat it out. And no,
they got her.
wow.
What a great
So-
play by the defense.
Riggett will go
Little
out.
presumptuous, Josh, on that one.
Well, can you blame me? I mean, the placement of that hit, from my angle, that looked like it should have been. That should have been an infield hit.
Just a good the defense
but
helping her out.
a good collection, like you said, and nice throw over.
Defense got to help her out sometimes. It happens.
Absolutely.
Can't do it all herself. Hoffner can't do it all herself.
Now batting back again, subbing back into the game is Elena Schwartzwelder.
Which is legal in softball.
Yes.
In high school women's softball, I should say. Oh, she missed a strike zone 2 straight. That's like the first time she missed a strike zone 2 straight pitches. Now it goes 2-0.
So Schwartzwelder is 0 for 1 on the day with a walk. Strike taken in. Nice job finding the corner there by Hopfner.
And now, at what point, if this game keeps going, do you just go to her arm falls off at that point, so to speak? Because, I mean, 4 innings of relief work is a lot. That's half the game, leaving duty almost.
Mr. Kubitz, I think we're about to get some water.
Oh.
A huge relief coming in from the bullpen
Water.
is some water for us. Big cut right there.
That's what we like to see. Some good old-fashioned H2O. If you're keeping track of chemistry at home.
One of your players likes chemistry, does
Yes,
she not?
they do.
And that one is a strikeout.
Hoffner, again, just even when she has to battle a little bit, like she had to do that bat, she still amazingly just recovers to just overpower the Bethel Park batters.
Love that water, Steve.
I love it. Not Fiji water.
It's
We are not Gary Roberts.
It's not Gary Roberts' own Fiji water.
And Mary Kay Horn is one that loves chemistry. So maybe she can help me out. It is H2O, I believe.
Yes, it's H2O. That is the chemical. You did not do well in high school, did you?
I actually did. I finished 5th in.
I got a C- in chemistry in high school. But you know what?
That's how it is. I mean, I'm a little better than you sometimes. But not at this play-by-play job. You are top of the field.
Well, I try, Steve. That one taken in for a ball.
Now,
this stepping in is still Meg McMahon.
The fastball rising usually indicates a pitcher is tired. When it rises too high, that's an indicator the pitcher is starting to get a little fatigued. Which if you're Upper St. Clair, you don't like that right now. Never mind, folks.
And Rachel Hoffner shuts you up, Steve, as she sets another batter down, strikes them out.
Has this been a theme all year, I wonder? Because if it is, it's amazing that they're 4-9.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold on. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 strikeouts for Rachel Hoffner on the afternoon.
I'm going to give you another one. Very Randy Johnson-like.
Stop.
She is just right now just dominating Bethel Park. And we apologize to Bethel Park fans out there if they're watching. Just, you are been thoroughly outclassed by Hoffner right now.
She is just rocking you right now.
And it's
10 strikeouts by Rachel Hoffner
right now,
again.
though, the thing is, it's still 2-2. So right now, their pitching has been very good, too. Maybe not as dominant, but it's been very, very effective.
To any of you Bethel Park fans that may be watching, you're just getting dominated right now.
I'm not no disrespect. I mean no disrespect, but that's just how it is.
Stepping in right now is Steph Ross. Let's see if Ross can get something going for the Panthers in the bottom of the 8th.
Can she channel Nate McLeod again?
Well, that was inside. I thought that actually tipped her. Thought that might have clipped her elbow, but they say no.
Right now, you got to say, for Bethel Park has been a good job of battling right now. They're not as dominant as pitching-wise, but you know what? They've battled.
High in the zone for Ross, who
checked her swing.
Ross with an interesting helmet, number 11. It says Steph, and I think it says Spirit on the front. Probably a traveling team she plays with in the summer. Helmet from there. Big cut by Ross. She goes down swinging.
Right now, though, it's just is a new pitcher for Bethel Park?
It's still Val DeSera, still on the mound.
She's done a very good job of keeping her fatigue to a limit. She's done a very good job of staying active, and yeah, give credit though. She's done a very good job. For all we're talking about Hoffner, their pitcher for Bethel Park has done a very good job of staying in this game.
Yeah, and really she has. I mean, she has pitched. Val DeSera has pitched brilliantly over the last few innings. She has just been great over the last 3 or 4 innings here.
Try not to be overshadowed too much by Hoffner.
That one fouled away.
Oh, watch out!
Watch out! Oh boy.
We almost had an accident in the.
We almost had a JV player get wiped out right there. Now little bit of a, not to cut you off, a little bit of a break in the weather, but some clouds off in the distance, looking a little threatening.
Right now, if you're USC, you want to just battle, get on base, because any run scores, you win this game.
That's very true. You have to assume the next run to score, that's going to be the team that wins this game. Especially, I mean, obviously, if Summer St. Clair that happens, but you just have to think if Bethel Park scores, I just don't see a team scoring 2 teams scoring in the same inning now. The way this thing has gone, tied 2-2.
Hello? Especially with the pitching has been. My mic keeps cutting in and off, folks. I think I have to actually stay my foot on the wire.
Steve's working hard. He's used to hardly working. Down in the dirt.
I thought it hit her. I thought it bounced hit her leg. Apparently not.
Looks like some members of Upper St. Clair's baseball team
right now
joining us.
They should probably try to recruit Hoffner to pitch for their baseball team. She's been that good.
See if she can throw overhand.
She has been that good, folks.
She will bounce that on to the second baseman. We're going to get a runner on for Upper St. Clair here. That was Krista Gailey, but that was misplayed by the second baseman. You got to rule that one.
I would let an error.
And E4 for Gailey to reach there. Gailey had been 0 for 3 on the day. She'll remain 0 for 3, but she does get on base. She had flied out 3 times. Remember, Gailey had that liner to left field that was snagged. Gailey takes a big lead off of first, but the winning run again on first base for the Panthers, this would be a gigantic win. They have won 2 straight games coming into this, and this would just be an incredible win for them over a rival in Bethel Park.
Especially a hated rival like Bethel Park. Just
in the last 2 games, they have won 2-1 over Canamac and 1-0 over Char Valley.
They're one of the close ones, which is what you got to do.
Yep, and they're in another one today. That one fouled, will not be in any harm. Bounces in front of the dugout for number 19, Katie Molson. Molson on the day, 3 for 3.
Right now, USC playing very well. I mean, that's what they're playing very well down the stretch. Considering they're trying to push for the playoffs, that's important.
That one popped up. That's going to be caught by the catcher. It is. We head to the top of the 9th. Mr. Kubitz here from Boyce Mayview Field here in Upper St. Clair. Just now tuning in, I'm Josh Roundtree along with Steve Kubitz, and we've had a dandy here today, Mr. Kubitz. 2-2, we head to the top of the 8th. Bethel Park and Upper St. Clair. The Blackhawks visiting the Panthers here today. It's been a good one so far, and we've seen some extras, and we've seen some dominant pitching by both sides, especially as of late, the last 4 or 5 innings here. Just some great pitching by both sides. And, hey, who knows with this type of pitching how long we could be here.
You know what? It's just the pitching is really, early on in the game, the story was errors and mistakes. Since then, the story's been dominant pitching.
Yeah.
What pitcher's going to win first is pretty much who's going to decide this game.
And
right now, the question will be, who can get that first big hit?
Absolutely. Stepping in now is, I believe, Carly Schoenstein. If I'm not mistaken. That is Carly Schoenstein. One thing I will say, and I forget which inning it is, but it's something I found out the other day about softball at the high school level. New national rule in high school softball put in a couple of years ago. So wait for that. That one lined back up the middle, and that'll be a base hit for Bethel Park. And they get the runner on. Nice job there by.
That is the best contact Hoffner today.
That is the first time that Hoffner has given up a hit.
Let's see how she reacts.
Since she came on in the 4th. This is now, what is this, the top of the 9th now. So
you got to see how she reacts to that. That's big.
Yeah. One thing, though, as I was saying, that bunt rolled down, a little dribble foul, though. One thing, starting, I'm not sure which inning it starts in. Forgive me for losing that there. But at some point in girls softball at the high school level, they actually start the inning with a runner on second.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, to help speed up the game. Because you get in types of games like this where pitchers are just in the zone. And then, is it the 10th? We're getting help here from fans. In the 10th inning, they will start with a runner on second.
That's interesting.
So if we do make it out of this 9th, we could see that. And that does speed up the game.
You're running out of the ability to score after that, though. You don't.
Yeah, my scorecard goes through 10. So, and Schoenstein is going to make it down to second on the wild pitch. She's going to kind of fake going to third there.
Trying to just maybe try to force a throw, maybe see if she can,
force a mistake.
Force a mistake.
Schoenstein at second, the go-ahead run. Nobody out here. And that one lined back up in the pitcher. She goes back to second, but she is safe back into second.
What an amazing defense. I said Greg Maddox-like on that one, folks.
Lined it back up to Hoffner, who turned around, hesitated just a bit, but then threw the ball down and almost had that runner back, Schoenstein, to get her at second. But Schoenstein stays on. One away here, top of the 9th, tie game 2-2. And now this is number 20, Caitlin Brust, who steps in.
Right now, basically, if anything gets to the outfield, the go-ahead run will score. I mean, I haven't seen too much of the outfield. I'm not sure how their arms are, but you have to think.
Right.
Because right now, Hoffner trying to see if she can do it all herself, because that was an amazing defensive play. Maybe that may be a web gem, as they say.
A web gem. That one popped up foul. Maybe it would be caught, but it goes into the dugout.
Now Hoffner looking a little fatigued. But, I said that last time when she had a dominating strikeout. So who knows, folks? But right now she's looking a little tired. You can see it a little bit. A little less velocity on that fastball. They're catching up to it now. Right now, though, they're pretty much saying that they're hitching their wagon to Hoffner. They're going to either win the game with her or lose the game with her.
Yeah, and when you have a pitcher pitching that dominant, especially at the high school level, you kind of just got to ride them for a while. That one popped foul. Watch out back there, and that one will roll safely away. Still working on that line. Excuse me, I forgot all about it. On that line for Janoski. I'm working on that right now, though.
Another fouled off. They're watch out, folks. They're doing the right now. Bethel Park, because maybe how long she's been pitching, they're sort of starting to catch up with that fastball. They're not catching up to it completely because they're just fouling it off, but they're starting to catch up a little bit. Which, I mean, can you blame them? I mean, it's just been a long game for a long relief duty.
Right. That one fouled off again quickly here. The line for Maddie Janoski, she went 3 innings, gave up 4 hits, gave up 2 runs, but none of them earned, actually. So 0 earned runs, so her ERA will still be down. 3 walks and 4 strikeouts for Maddie Janoski.
Overall, I thought she did pretty well.
Yeah, she pitched pretty well today.
Really, the pitching's been just the key to this game for both teams.
That one just outside.
Oh, the crowd doesn't like that.
You hear the groans from the Panther dugout. They thought that was going to be the second out here. Caitlin Brusta, the catcher. Looking in, that one popped up. That one's going to be playable for the third baseman stage.
Oh.
She drops it.
That's not something you want to do. That's a wasted, not a wasted opportunity, but a wasted chance to maybe limit the damage. Right now, you got to figure if Bethel Park can score the run, that's the difference right there.
And they do rule that a foul ball, despite the fact that it was dropped in the field of play. It was touched in the foul zone, but then dropped back into the fairgrounds. So they will rule that a foul ball. So Bruss will be back. Yeah, no error, even though technically an error was made.
You can't rule an error on a foul ball.
But not a ruled error. That one slapped into this.
Very good at bat for Bethel Park here.
Yeah, big at bat here for Caitlin Brust. And so far on the day, Brust is one for 3. She reached on an error. She got a hit in the first and reached on an error in the 4th.
Oh.
Big strikeout. Great pitch right there.
That is what Hoffner has done all day. She's done all day. Just that rising fastball starts in the strike zone and rises up.
That was a dirty pitch right there.
That is her bread and butter pitch.
That was a nice pitch right there. It just raised straight up in the zone, and she just got that batter to chase. Powers now at the plate. That runner still on second. You have to think anything in the outfield, they're going to send that runner to try to get them in and get the lead here going to the bottom half of the 9th inning. Powers drives that one deep to right, but it will be played and caught for an out.
Hoffner reacted well after giving up the first hit of the game, which is what you see. Usually when a pitcher's dominating, they give up a hit. They can unravel, but not the case with Hoffner today.
So they get out of the inning. And the track for that inning goes something like this. We had the 9th, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. Fair enough.
So right now you got to hope for some bottom of the 9th magic from Upper St. Clair from the Panthers.
We head to the bottom of the 9th. I'll get to who is due up in just a second.
Now, if you are Upper St. Clair in this inning, do you try to maybe just draw some walks? The pitching's been a little out of the zone. Maybe just try to have some patient at bats and just try to get on base any way you can.
Well, Valdecera's been out there a while. She started the game. This is now her 9th inning of work she's going into. She's pitched 8 innings so far, and she's pitched pretty well.
She's trying not to be overshadowed by Hoffner.
She has, but at the same time, she has pitched very well. That one slapped back to Valdecera. Those on the first one away.
Right now, the one thing about her is she hasn't been as overpowering, but she's pitching. She's not just throwing. She's not just throwing it, dominating. Like Hoffner's doing it very fast, very hard. She's just pitching. She's putting the ball where she wants it to draw a lot of. She's letting her defense do the work.
Absolutely.
And here's the pitch. Oh, another swing and a miss right there. As I have to take over play-by-play because my colleague right now is doing the scorekeeping, so I will take over.
I'm back.
On that play.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
I just have.
This is the magic of TV. The viewing public can still see what's going on without me actually having to say it. That's the magic of TV. That one
Oh.
line. The third baseman.
Another great. That's why they call it the hot corner, folks. Balls come there very fast.
That's why that third baseman is wearing a mask too. That's why the third baseman wears a mask, because a lot of quick balls can be slapped down.
Looking for maybe a bunt to just get on base. No.
Allison Burner now coming up.
Right now the key is with 2 outs in the ninth is just don't worry about trying to win it with 1 at bat. Just get on base. You know who knows what can happen when you get on base, even with 2 outs.
Right. That one popped up.
Should be playable.
Playable and caught for the out. So 1-2-3 there by Valdesera. And right now you got to start talking about we've talked a lot about Hoffner, but man, Valdesera has been really good too. As of late, she goes the side on that one. She only faced 4 batters the last inning. Only 4 batters inning before. She went the side before that, the side before that. The inning before that, she got in a little bit of trouble. The one before that, she went 4. She got in a little bit of trouble in the second, and then the first, she went 5. So, I mean, she's had a lot of 1-2-3 innings, a lot of 4-batter innings. She's just been very good. You can talk a lot about Hoffner, but, man, Valdesera has been special so far
It's
here.
a pitcher's duel. I mean, that's all
really
you can say it is.
Both pitchers just locked in right now.
Right now the key is what pitcher is going to wane first, and you have to think, for Bethel Park, she's had a lot of innings. Valdesera's had a lot of innings.
So we will head to the top of the 10th. And remember, for those of you who may just be tuning in
and there goes the runner. They will start.
Yeah, who didn't hear us. I believe it started 2 years ago in high school softball. A runner will start at the 10th inning. A runner will start on second base. It was a way. It's been debated by a lot of people. I know a couple of people that absolutely hate it. I know a couple of people that kind of like it. It's just an attempt to speed up the game. You see a game like this, it's been so hard. I mean, no one scored a run since, the 4th inning, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been 5 innings since anybody scored a run or really even got that close to scoring a run.
The closest was the last inning. They got a run on second from the air.
So a runner will start on second. That runner is, I believe, Schaefer, who we've seen courtesy run a couple of times.
Right now,
and a bunt laid down. That's going to move the runner to third. So Schaefer is the runner, and she does move to third.
I was going to say the key is maybe just bunt and try to get a sacrifice fly. I mean, small balls have been the key all day. Why not why keep it up? Maybe now, and right now, 36, trying to get a drive ball to the outfield.
Trying to figure out.
Right now, you got to think if anything gets to the outfield, even if it's caught, you can tag up and try to sacrifice.
That one tipped back.
You can hear picked up. That was a very loud bang.
This Lexi Parinella, excuse me. I was trying to figure out who it was. I thought they had taken Parinella out, but she does come back in now to bat in her spot. Paula Valdesera, the last batter.
Kind of a closed-off stance, a stance that she maybe pull something. Oh, right off the hand.
That hit her hand. They're saying take the base.
I thought she may try to bunt it and pull it. I didn't think it actually hit her.
She didn't go for it, it would have been a strike. If she didn't attempt it, it would have been a strike, would have been dead ball. She went, she didn't go, ball hit her, dead ball.
Umpire explaining it very well. Finnegan explaining it. Umpire behind the plate. Finnegan explaining why she was able to give him the base. Folks at home, if you didn't hear it, had she attempted the swinging bunt, it would have been a strike. But because she didn't, she pulled back and checked her swing, hitting her hand, take her base. So right now, you can sort of just worry about the runner at third. You don't really got to worry about, if you're USC, worry about the runner at third.
Yeah, you really need to keep in mind that runner at third.
And they let her go.
They just let Parinella go down to third.
Yeah, a throw would have probably brought an attempt to score.
So Parinella hit by a pitch. That one brought in. And even though you let that runner go to second, you get a hit. That brings in 2 runs.
Very well could.
Yeah, you get a deep shot to that outfield. That brings in 2 runs. So you got to keep that in mind. Bunt shown.
I know they can't score the runner.
And they are going to go to the runner. Play at the plate, and she is gone.
That was an amazing play by your Panthers, folks. A double play to end the inning, getting the runner at home. You've got to give credit for your defense right there. That was a fantastic play.
It's a great job right there. That one ended up going, what was that, 1?
That looked like it went 1 to 3 to 2.
3, 2.
1, 3, 2. Now, do you like that call by Bethel Park, trying to score a runner like that?
No.
It's just-
It's aggressive. It's an aggressive call. It is an aggressive call. But, you know,
He just sort of wasted a chance because you never know what they do the next at bat. Because there was only one out at the time. But that was a perfectly executed 1-3-2 double play.
absolutely.
Not something you see very often, but you know what? It was very well executed. Something I think they practiced before the game.
So they are sending their courtesy runner, well, not really a courtesy runner, but their second base runner will be Allison Berner, who was batting in the 3 spot, but she made the last out actually in the last inning, so no damage with her being on the base pass.
They're hoping her speed, she can be a burner on the base pass and maybe score a run.
I knew you were going to make that.
Don't judge the pun, folks. You made 3 of them today. I think I'm allowed to have 1.
I did make 3 of them. So Berner on second.
You can hear the encouragement for a line drive right now. That would probably win this game.
Mary Kay Horn, the catcher at the
Getting
plate.
some instruction from her coach. That wind really picking up right now. And it's going strong. So anything to the outfield could probably confuse an outfielder. And if the ball drops in, it's probably over, folks. This is where heroes are made.
Mary Kay Horn. This would be a huge win for Upper St. Clair. That bunt laid down. Mary Kay Horn is easily going to go on to third, but Mary Kay Horn does her job and advances that runner.
It seems to be pretty standard fare when you have the runner at second, try to bump them to third, and that's very intelligent. That's very smart, small ball. That seems to be standard fare for that situation.
Sacrifice bunt, rule that.
Here's this for the win.
And this is another chance for Becca Stage.
Who I have no
win this
information
game.
on.
No information, but
I'm going to assume her interests are winning softball games for her
winning
USC.
softball games on the bottom of the 10th.
That is her interest.
Those are interests. That one ripped down the
and
left
that's it,
field
folks.
line.
Oh, foul.
And it's foul.
Oh.
Just barely.
That was the game, folks. The umpire calling it foul, though.
But you know what? Stage needs to get back, get composed. She turned on one right there for the win. Let's see if she can turn on another and finish this game. You can see they're hugging that line down in left field.
And you can hear that bench just cheering and screaming.
That one driven deep from right. That's going to
That's
win
it.
the game.
It's over, folks.
That is going to win the game.
USC wins it.
Becca Stage with a hit into right that will score the winning run. And the Panthers of Upper St. Clair win this game in the bottom of the 10th. Allison Berner comes around to score the winning run as Becca Stage delivers. She turned on one and almost won the game, and then she turns on another and slaps it to right field over the head of the right fielder to win the game. Becca Stage, the walk-off.
And right now, after Upper St. Clair, you got to be very happy that you keep your playoff hopes alive with that, and you damage your rivals' hopes. Great game, winning a great at-bat. A very aggressive at-bat. Only two pitches she saw, she tried to drive, and she pulled one to the opposite field to win it. Great at-bat by Becca Stage. Just fantastic, that's all you can say. A 3-2 win in the bottom of the 10th inning, and that, my friends, is a walk-off.
That is a walk-off indeed, Mr. Kubitz. Heck of a game.
Amazing. And you got to say the MVP of this game is Hoffner.
Hoffner pitched just an incredible game. I'd like to try to get Hoffner will get credit with the win, and then Valdecera will get credit with the loss, despite a fantastic effort by Valdecera. She went 9 in the third.
That's very Harvey Haddix-like.
And man, that was a good one. So, you know, Valdecera played well. Hoffner obviously was just dominant on the mound, but that will end it. We're going to go ahead and sign off here from Boys Hill Bayview Field. Big time win for the Upper St. Clair Panthers, who were in last place in the section. They will now move into a tie for 5th, still with a chance to get into the playoffs out of Section 4. They're now tied for 5th. So big time win for the Panthers. For my broadcast partner, Steve Kubitz. Steve, I hope you enjoyed it today.
It was a great time, great game.
Great time. It was a fantastic game, absolutely. I am Josh Roundtree, and you have been watching Upper St. Clair girls softball. And we hope you can join us next time for our next broadcast, which I believe is next week. May 4th is our next broadcast, and we hope to see you then. Good night, everybody.